I still remember the first time I ever tasted alcohol, actually, but it was like the moment I tasted it, I was like, this is it. This is kind of what I've been looking for. And then I started drinking to the point of like blackout intoxication by the time I was like 12. Fast forward about 23 years old, 24 years old, I meet a woman who we just had so much in common. Then we find out that she's pregnant. And I kept saying, okay, I'm gonna stop drinking, I'm gonna stop drinking. And the day he was born, I stopped drinking. And I was just angry, right? I was like, okay, I can give up drinking and have a place to live, or I can live on the streets and continue drinking, and I chose to live on the streets. And so then that's when I found underneath the Ross Island Bridge, I started steadily staying in the same spot. And I lived there for about 3 months. The truth is that I didn't want to take time from chasing what I wanted to do to slow down and be a dad in any way, shape, or form. I went from living underneath the bridge to being in my first recovery situation. After about 2.5 years, completing my commitments here, my wife and I were working towards marriage, and my son was a huge part of that because she was taking a real look at what it was going to look like to be a stepmom in a co-parenting situation. I'm married. I wasn't married then, so that's a huge thing. My son's in school, and tomorrow is his last day of the 2nd grade. I am in a different job position. Clint Sams, the head of the ministry team here, came to me and asked if I'd pray about coming and doing Genesis counseling with the men here in Life Change. And I was pretty excited about that. I've never wanted to do counseling at all, but the Genesis process was something that was really big for me, and I was pretty excited about the idea of getting trained and being able to walk alongside other men as they went through it. I don't lose track of where I've come from, but one of the things that I have that I get to bring into the room that some other counselors don't is a shared experience with people. And that when somebody's talking to me about being disconnected from all of their support groups and all of their healthy relationships, that's something that I know. I know what that's like. I want my son to know the strength of humility. I do it by getting down on my knees when I've done something that is wrong and asking him to forgive me. You know, by modeling to him that I have no fear that I'm going to lose respect or position by humbling myself and asking for forgiveness when I've done something wrong. Because I desperately want him to not have to carry all the mistakes that he makes in life, but be done with it, learn from it, and be able to move forward wholeheartedly. As a father, my main goal is not protecting my son or providing for him. My main goal is to raise a young man who can make decisions, who can assess situations and make good choices, and learn to live with the consequences of his choices, and learn to assess his choices and decide if that really moves him in the direction that he wants to.